The Australian Government's Recognition of Prior Learning, or RPL initiative, assists early childhood educators in regional and remote locations to obtain a qualification or upgrade their existing qualifications. The initiative supports educators to meet the requirements of the National Quality Framework. The government is providing grants of up to $3,500 for eligible early childhood educators in regional and remote locations to reduce the costs of undertaking an RPL assessment for Certificate 3, Diploma and Advanced Diploma in Children's Services qualifications. Under current guidelines, the grants will be available until June 2015. The application form and the program guidelines are available on the DEWA website. In this Talking About Practice series, we look at a number of case studies from around Australia where educators talk about their experience of the RPL process. We encourage you to talk to your employer about translating your professional experience into formal qualifications through RPL assessment.
Hello, my name is Neville Dwyer. I'm the Director of the Dorothy Wade Centre for Early Learning in Griffith. We have around about 28 early childhood educators working with our team. We have two services, so we've got a long day care service and preschool. In that mix of educators, we have early childhood teachers, we have diploma qualified staff, we have Certificate 3 staff, and a couple of years ago I had a few people who didn't have a qualification and who were reluctant to gain a qualification.
I finished school in Year 10. When I was a young girl, we were never encouraged really to go into further education, and I was from a working class family, so I went straight out to work from leaving school at 16, 17. My partner, who is now my husband, came to Australia and I wanted to do something different. I was bored with office work. I wanted either to work with the disabled children or with children in general. So I went to volunteer at Dorothy Wade's and I've been there ever since. During the course of my employment at Dot Wade's, I was employed as an unqualified member of staff, but recently the government legislation pushed for a minimum qualification, which was the Cert 3.
A couple of staff, 6 staff, who were reluctant to go on a journey through to have their Cert 3. And we'd been talking about it for a long time, and it was always like, I'm too old to study, my brain won't work like that, I haven't studied since I was at school, I don't think I need to do this because I already got the knowledge. I left school when I was 14 and there's no way I can do that.
Myself and quite a few other women in the workplace were unqualified. We were advised that we had to get our Cert 3. I really didn't want to do it because I hadn't studied since I was 16, 17 when I left school, and I needed to work. I enjoyed the work where I was, so I went ahead and signed up for doing my Cert 3.
Recognition of prior learning is a really important process to take because we have many students from different areas of children's services and they've been working in the industry for a very long time. So depending on where they come from means that they have individual experience and needs that need to be addressed.
The process for RPL was basically the TAFE teacher came to talk to us where we worked.
The combination of face-to-face sessions and workplace visits was positive. The students responded really well to that. Also in visiting them in the workplace and making that really unobtrusive and a pleasant experience for the students so that we had a really good relationship triangle with the student and their provider and ourselves at TAFE. Seemed to calm a lot of those nerves that students had about studying, and then being able to individualise the study program.
She could see what our capabilities were at the centre.
I think formal qualifications, it's always been quite tricky because people sort of say, you know, well, I've worked in the sector for a long time and so I know all this sort of stuff, but formal qualification study brings with it other aspects of what we give to our practice, and they're things around what I now know about child development and how children think and how their process of actually how they learn, and actually knowing what to look for and how to observe and sort of say, oh, what they're doing now, this actually means that's actually literacy, or that's numeracy, and sort of saying, okay, well, oh, maybe how can I extend on that? And you don't get that knowledge. Well, actually, that knowledge actually comes from study.
We really needed to study the child development side of things, and although it was really daunting, we were doing it in a group, which was good because we knew we were all of the same age, we were all on the same level, and we could all help each other.
We communicate really easily. We're able to answer their questions about what the students need to be doing and what we want to see the students doing. We're able to listen to the service providers and find out what they want their employees to be doing and what they want out of the process as well, and then we can tailor that a bit so that we can each get what we need out of it.
For those who are thinking about training, even if you are older, it is a possibility. There are people there that are willing to help you, and they can adjust any training that you need to suit your requirements. I'm a classic example of it in what happened to me, and they catered around me for my circumstances and my family, and that was really helpful for me too. Go and do it if you want to stay working with children.
Hi, I'm Jo, and I've been working in early childhood since 2005, and prior to that I worked at the nursing for 20 years. The reason why I changed from nursing to childcare was that I nursed for a very long time and did a lot of palliative care nursing, which means I saw the end of life, and I thought it'd be nice to see the beginning of life because I like caring, and it was great. It's the best thing I ever changed to. Why I wanted to do my Cert 3 was the regulations were coming into effect, therefore you wouldn't be able to work in the childhood industry unless you were qualified. And due to me loving my career, I decided that I would do it, and we had support from the staff and the centre that I work at, and we had another 6 staff members that were doing it at the same time, which really helped, and we all supported each other. When I first started, I was very nervous, apprehensive, and didn't really want to do it because I didn't think I could due to my age. I thought I was too old, but once I got into it, I started to enjoy it, and my confidence grew and made me feel that you're never too old to do anything.
Jo joined us this year. She's come from doing her Cert 3 flexibly, and now she's entered the diploma class flexibly. And I see so much delight, excitement about what she's learning when I come to visit her. In her communication with me, she's saying, I'm learning so much, I'm really enjoying it, I'm really seeing so much purpose into what I'm doing. I can see that she's taking more of a part in the decisions for her room. I can see that she's really implementing what she's learning, she's making it all happen in her work, so she's just elevated her ability as an educator.
Yeah, I think it's great studying. I'm turning 50 next year. I haven't studied since 1984, and I did my Cert 3 in 2011, and now I'm doing my diploma.
We only get one chance at childhood, and we need the best people working with young children to ensure that those kids get their best chance at childhood.